If you thought it couldn't get any more dramatic than week 1 in the Love Island villa, then you'd be wrong. Here's everything that went down in week 2.
We are picking up where we left off as Harry, Dejan and Conor were all taken for private chats by new bombshells Emily, Malisha and Yasmin.
The girls watched on as the bombshells made their move, and when they arrived at the villa with the boys, the reception was a little bit frosty.
We were watching you.
Oh, you've been watching? Oh my God. They've been watching. They've been watching. Oh shit.
Emotions were high and the girls didn't hang around in calling out the boys and the bombshells.
Helena confronted Harry for feeling disrespected by his comments, and Toni did the same to Yasmin. But as Meg was venting about her situation, Malisha overheard and things got pretty awkward.
What did you say about Mayfair?
We're talking about tape.
Yeah, but what did you say?
I said that me and Dee had a conversation about tape earlier and you said you go tape. Don't think there's anything wrong in saying that, do you?
I think it's the way you said it, but okay.
I say it with my chest.
Babe, calm down. What the fuck?
Whilst Conor's head continued to be turned by Emily, Malisha and Meg attempted to put their differences aside and start afresh. That was until Malisha pulled Dejan to the terrace for a chat, and after Meg interrupted it, she called out Malisha and ended in a huge row. Roll the tapes, or should I say, tape.
Oh, but you've just tried to take my man to the hideaway after saying shouting at me.
It's been a few days,
Yeah,
calm
and
down.
your place here is irrelevant.
Yeah, and you're
Don't try
irrelevant,
and,
babe.
You're irrelevant. Don't try and say sorry and then take my man to the fucking hideaway. You're lucky you got rejected.
You're a fucking idiot.
Don't fucking call her an idiot. Now only if I
Shut up! Did you hear what she was saying to me?
What are you shouting for? You're across again. I can hear you from here.
Shut up! The fuck?
Go back to tape.
Following the argument, Alima comforted Malisha and defended her to the rest of the girls. Meg apologised the following day, and her and Malisha put their differences aside. Finally, some peace and harmony. Not for long, though.
The Islanders took part in a challenge called Got the Receipts, but little did they all know that Dejan, Harry and Shay had plotted a secret plan to rig the game and kiss whichever girl they wanted.
As always, news travels fast around the villa, and this secret plan soon got back to Tommy, who was annoyed at Shay for kissing Meg. He went over to confront him, and soon their encounter lit up the whole villa, much like a lamppost.
Yeah, laugh, you little smug prick.
Fuck off, you little twat.
Fuck off, you lanky fucking lamppost.
Oi.
Toni called it quits with Conor after seeing his and Emily's connection, giving them the green light to go and have their first kiss on the terrace. Meanwhile, Yasmin asked Dejan a saucy question.
Would you have a threesome with me and Toni?
But more on that later.
The following day, Tommy apologised to Shay, and Alima and Ramel had their first out-of-challenge kiss. But the boys had big decisions to make as news of the recoupling hit the villa.
It was Malisha and Toni who were left single, but their time on the island wasn't over just yet.
Harrison is waiting to date you both, but only one of you will return to the villa tonight.
Oh my God.
With their future in the villa at risk, both girls had their dates with new bombshell Harrison, and it was Toni who he had the better connection with, meaning Malisha was dumped from the island.
Now, good things are supposed to come in threes, but in Dejan's case, bad things come in threesomes.
Why is he making pink promises to other girls?
Why is he just pinky promise a threesome?
What are your biggest turn-ons? What do you like? It can be as kinky as you want.
Yeah, a lot as well.
Yeah.
Not really gets me going though.
Wow.
It's simple, but kissing.
Yeah.
After another sexually driven conversation with Toni and Yasmin, Meg told Dejan she felt disrespected and took matters into her own hands, pulling all three of them for a chat that got quite steamy, but not in the way this group is used to.
I think Dejan, you said like, what are your turn-ons? That's when we got into like the subject of kinks, etc.
It's not to disrespect you. Now I know that that's upset you, then I won't be speaking about that
I
again.
just think
But
it's
I'm saying,
weird.
like,
It seems to just be you three all the time.
I mean, Meg,
Oh, yeah.
I think we all know we're not having a fucking threesome.
Meanwhile, Harrison got going with his bombshell duties and pulled Shakira, but Ben wasn't happy about this and the pair ended up having a bit of a disagreement.
Up on the terrace, Harry and Yasmin got their flirt on and the sexual tension was radiating through the screen. But this wouldn't be the last we saw of this pair.
Now, if there's one thing we know about Love Island, it's that a game in the garden is never really just a game in the garden. And beer pong was no different.
Yasmin kissed both Dejan and Harry, which led Shay to choose her as the biggest game player. Meg decided to get revenge on Dejan by choosing Harrison to act out her favourite sex position, and the game ended with many couples and friendships in question.
Helena confronted Harry once again on his behaviour, and Meg and Dejan clashed, ending with Meg telling Dejan she was taking a step back from him.
Shay also pulled Yasmin to call it quits, but not before Shay confronted the boys after hearing some giggles in the garden.
Bro. What? Why you doing that? What? Come on, bro.
What?
The following day, Shakira admitted she was getting the ick from Ben whilst Harry pulled Yasmin for a chat in, you guessed it, the hideaway.
When Harry said he liked to dance to the devil, he meant it, as he made an agreement with Yasmin to not tell the rest of the villa about their kiss or kisses.
It was 3 times, actually.
Oh my fucking God!
If it wasn't already tense enough in the villa, the Islanders played yet another game, Look Who's Talking, which saw scandalous quotes read out to the group and they had to guess who said it.
It's safe to say some of the quotes didn't go down too well with the Islanders.
You got no brain cells how you're talking now.
No, I've just said, oh, you're boring. No, that's the point. You're actually boring.
You two are not special.
Meg.
Like,
No, but we're saying it. We're saying.
But you two are acting like, no, but I don't understand.
No, but we're saying you wouldn't say it in front of Meg.
Sure, put the blame on us, if it makes you feel better.
It all erupted for Harry, though, when he admitted to his kiss with Yasmin in the hideaway.
Yeah, I kissed her today, yeah.
The minute you came out there, you said fucking
Yeah, no, I had to.
What do you mean you had to? You don't have to lie.
No, I had
you
to.
owe it to Helen to be fucking honest, you prick. She sat there after watching you go into the fucking hideaway with Yaz. You've kissed her 3 times, then you come over and you go, oh no, I didn't do that, and tail between your legs. Grow a pair of bollocks, mate. Honestly, grow the fuck up.
I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
Helena decided Harry was no good and told him they were done, and Ben and Shakira clashed once again over the comments made in the challenge.
Conor shared with Dejon that he was having doubts about Emily, but he wouldn't be the only one, as Toni told Meg that she was getting irritated by her.
Harry really never does take off his grafting boots, as he laid it on thick with Shakira. And after having doubts about Ben as is, Shakira called it quits with him once and for all.
Conor pulled Megan to see if she was still open, which left Emily stunned, almost as stunned as when she found out what Toni had said about her to Meg.
Emily confronted Toni on her comments and the two had a heated exchange.
I think you're just trying to make a problem because you want a problem, to be honest, like you are.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Like, do you think I've been overly thing with Toni rubbing in her face with Conor?
No, to be fair, I agree.
Of course you do. Yeah, you want to cause a bit of drama, like, fine, just do my fucking head in.
And that's where we're up to. Harry wants to get to know Shakira again, Conor wants to crack on with Megan, and Toni and Emily have fallen out. I can't keep up.
And that's everything that went down in week 2.